we want to see how to solve this problem we have for today. For us to solve it, we have to still recall all we know from quadratic equation, solve simultaneous equation. Okay, so we need to have it in our mind as we want to solve this question. Now, first, from indices, we noted that this simply means a raised power 1 over 2. That is, power of 1 over 2 simply means square root. This is what we call fractional index law of indices. And indices simply mean power. Then, from this question, we will say that this simply means 17 plus 12 sub 2, all raised to power of 1 over 2. 17 plus 12 sub 2, all raised to power 1 over 2. We say let it be equal to square root of A plus square root of B. We put plus because we have plus here. Okay? Now, what you do is make this to be subject of the formula, and that is gotten from saying 17 plus 12 sub 2 is equal to sub A plus sub B, all raised to the power of what? Now 1 over 2, which is at the power here, will cross to the other side of the equation to be turned into 2 over 1. And 2 over 1 is the same thing as 2. Now, next thing we do is to expand this. There are many ways one can expand this. One can say square root of A plus square root of B, bracket, 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 square root of A plus square root of B, and we use this to expand it. And when he's expanding it, he said this times this. He will say square root of A times square root of A. Since letter A are in the square root sign and they are the same, we say is equals to A. Then, but when we say square root of A times square root of B, because they are not the same, you say square root of A times B, AB. So we need to note that as we do our expansion. So square root of A times square root of A is A plus square root of A times square root of B will give you square root of AB plus this times is square root of AB, this times is plus what? B. So when I say this plus this will be giving us, they are the same. Call this X, call this X because they are the same. X plus X is 2X. So this plus this is 2 root what? A, B. Plus what? A plus what? B. And that will be giving you A plus B plus 2 sub A, B. That is one of the ways we do our expansion in our junior secondary. Now, another way you can expand this is by you saying square root of A raised to the power of 2 raised to the power of 2 plus square root of B raised to the power of 2 plus 2 times square root of A times square root of B, 2 sub what? AB. This will be giving you automatically A plus this will be giving you B plus this will be giving you 2 sub AB. Another method. So you can use any method you prefer. All matters is get your right answer. So we write this is equal to A plus B plus 2 sub AB. And we say is equal to 17 plus 12 sub 2. Another law we need to remind to ourselves is that whenever you have something like this, it simply means that number there, multiply it by itself, 3 times 3, 3 times 3, then times 2. We put it inside square root. This statement is the same thing with this, where you say 3 times 3, 9 times 2. So that means 2 sub AB is the same thing as 2 times 2 times AB. you put it under square root. That will be giving you 4ab. So we now say plus what? Square root of 4ab plus b plus what? A is equals to 17 plus 12 times 12 times 2. 12 times 12, 144 times 2. That will be giving us 288. Okay? So, at this point, this one are not inside square root and this one are not inside square root. You compare. And these two, you compare. So, what you now do is that you now say A plus B is equal to 17. Then you also say 4AB is equal to 288. You can see that 4 can divide 288. You reduce to lowest term. That will be giving you that AB equals to what? 72. Equation 2. Then this is equation 1. That has taken us to simultaneous equation. So we make a subject of formula and put what we have in equation B or equation 2. So we now say A will be equal to 17 minus B. Put A equal to 17 minus B into equation 2 to get B. Okay? Then what we now have is equation 2 say AB equal to 72. What is our A? 17 minus B bracket what? B equal to 72. 17 times B, 17B minus what? B squared equals to 72. I just expanded 17 times B, 17B, B times minus B squared. Now take everything to the other side of the equation. It will be giving us B squared. When this go here, then this one minus 7B plus 72 equal to 0. Now look for factors of 72. Factors of 72. What do we mean by factors? Factors of a number simply mean what are the numbers? What are numbers that can divide that given number without any remainder? 1 can divide 72. 72 can divide itself. 2 can divide 72 without remainder. Likewise 3. Likewise 4. 5 cannot. 6 can do that. 7 cannot. 8 can do that. 9 can do that. 10 cannot. 11 cannot. 12 can do that. 13 cannot. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 times 4, and so on. So out of these factors, pick 2 numbers. So when you see something like this, when you see a quadratic equation like this, where you have minus and plus, if you want to factorize it, we are applying, that is, scissors method, try and error method. One can use quadratic formula to factorize it. One can use complete the square method to do that. But the simplest method to do that is factorization method if it is factorizable. But if it is not factorizable, use quadratic formula or use complete the square method if it is not factorizable. Let's see what I mean now. Minus plus will give you minus minus. Look for factor. Minus minus, this is constant because these signs are minus plus. I will look for 2 numbers that when I multiply that 2 numbers, it will give me 72. I will have 12 and what? 6. If I put 12 here and put 6 here, B square means BB. B times 6 will give me minus 6. B times 6 will give me minus 12. What will it give me? Minus 18, not minus 17. So once I multiply this and add, if you give me minus 17, it means this is okay. But you gave me minus 18, I say no, it can't work. I look for another number, 8 and 9. I'll put 8 here and put 9 here. This times 6 minus 9. This minus 9b. This times 6 minus 8b. That will be giving you minus what? 17b. It means that it's this that can go. I will now say this means equal to 0. Therefore, b minus 8 equal to 0 and b minus 9 equal to 0. b minus 8 equal to 0. b minus 9 equal to 0. Therefore, b equal to 8 and b equal to what? 9. We said a is equal to something minus b. We have two values of b because it's entered to what? Quadratic equation. If we have two values of b, that means we have two values of a. Here, when b is 8, a will be equal to 17 minus 8. A will be equal to what? 9. Then when b is equal to 9, a will be equal to 17 minus 9. A equal to what? 8. So I've gotten that a is equal to 9 when b equal to 8, and also b is equal to 9 when a equal to 8. I've got it from here. I'll go to this formula that says square root of a plus square root of b. So if I am taking this, I'll carry it and put. If I'm taking this, I'll carry it and put. I've marked this now. Let's put it. Square root of a means square root of 9. Square root of 9 is 3 plus square root of b means square root of 8. Square root of 8. And what is square root of 8? You ask yourself, what is a perfect square that will multiply small number and it will give you 8? Perfect squares are 1, 4, 9, 16, and all have you. So pick one. I'll pick 8, 4. 4 times 2 will give me 8. That means square root of 8 is equal to square root of 4 times 2. Square root of 4 will now be what? 2. So this will be 3 plus square root of 4 is 2, so 2. So this is the answer to the question.